You also went to school and got your master's
Yay.
as well in carnival studies. I didn't even know that was a course that you could get a degree in.
Yeah. That was important for me. I am mapping the next 20 years of the vision, and I think, Caribbean culture is on another rise again. So I want to have a message. Bob Marley had a message, one love. And I want us to know what that message is, and to know where you're going, you have to know where you're coming from. So I went and do a little digging back into Carnival. Everybody thought Trinidad and Tobago is the mecca of Carnival, and then Brazil will say, no, we got the real Carnival, and then there's Grenada, Barbados, and Lucia.
Yeah.
But when I really went back and studied it, this is something that was born in ancient Egypt, in Africa. And it came across with the enslaved people, but it also went to Rome and Spain and Italy and France, and they now came and colonized our islands. So there was like French type carnival, Spanish type carnival, English type carnival happening alongside the African type carnival. And what is carnival? Carnival is about putting on costumes, putting on a mask. What do you do when you put that mask on? This physical body disappears and you become one with the gods. You're kind of communing with the gods. You're able to go beyond yourself because you're pretending to be something else.
One thing I also say about soca, what I love is that I feel like women have always been very included.
For sure.
With soca music. Like there are huge women. And even you working with a lot of women artists, but some of the biggest songs is women also. And that hasn't always been the case in different genres of music. But when I look at soca, I'm always like, okay, the women really represent.
You just hit a really serious point that I didn't know about, that I learned about in that Carnival Studies course. The men would sing about stick fighting, which came from Africa, and sing about warriors and stick fighting. But during their breaks, the women will sing songs to relieve them, like sing songs about their sexy shape and their figures and their faces. And this music was really attractive to the men. At one point in time, when the oppressors clamped down the singing of this violent music, the men adopted what the women were singing. These smutty, suggestive songs. And the women, just allowed it to happen and supported that. So they set the tone for what the new soca music was and the new calypso was. They played an important role.